Now it's time to do the mission, Extract the Case. At the end of this mission, you'll be unlocking Security Level 3. But during this mission, bring the heaviest weapons and ammunition that you have, because there's going to be some armored mimics that you have to fight. The armored mimics have a lot of health and are very hard to kill. Like the previous main mission, try to start this one right at dawn, because it's going to be quite a long mission and should end right around sunset. Going to be heading to the very northeast corner of the map to be in. Now the first bridge crossing here does have 1 or 2 armored enemies. Be on the lookout for them. This fire truck is a great place for cover.
Smokes left.
The armored mimic shooting right there. I'm gonna try to take out as many other enemies as we can first, just to make this a bit easier. Now when going up to the mission location, I recommend staying on the eastern side of the map here, right up against the edge, because there's going to be a lot of enemies leading right up to that base. If we stick to the eastern edge of the map here, we can avoid most of them. Here we go for our first objective. And to get this objective, we gotta go inside there. And to get in there, all we do is hop up here, sprint jump in, and once we walk in, we've completed that first objective. Now continuing to stick to the edge of the map, we'll head to the next one. The reason I have my pistol out is sometimes there are enemies outside the wall here. Usually it is just police officers or spawn though, so they're fairly easy to deal with. And that building you can see peeking through the trees there is where we gotta go next. We just have to go next to that sensor that's on the roof up there. To do that, we're just gonna walk up the side of the building here and jump up. Don't worry, you don't need to carry this one with you, just gotta get near it. Next objective location is gonna be right next to the water. Again, going along this area, you can run into some more armored enemies, along with a whole bunch of regular mimics.
I need some sleep.
I'm gonna go right to the water's edge to try to avoid most of the enemies that are at the buildings. Our objective's gonna be in a ditch right next to this two-story with the attic. And I'm gonna sprint for it. Try not to alert the enemies. Next up, we're gonna head straight north. This next objective location is gonna be a portal that we're gonna have to hop into that'll bring us to the last place that we need to go. Gonna go a little bit wide to try to avoid most of the enemies. And then cut to the right through the forest. There's no enemies up at this next location, although they might still shoot you from back in the town if you didn't clear them out. There's a few different paths to see it up here, but I'm just gonna take the most straightforward one. And then you just have to jump inside that portal. Sometimes this mission does bug out, and it doesn't register you jumping into the portal, so when you get to the location it teleports you to, you gotta come all the way back here. So I recommend saving at this point just before jumping through in case it doesn't trigger. You'll know it works if you look at your map and you see the blue marker on the building just ahead of you. Now there's a lot of enemies in this base, including a whole bunch of armored ones. So try to stay back, take it slow, don't rush. That should be most of the enemies in the area. So now on to the objective. To get to the objective, you gotta go to these wooden planks on the outside of the house and climb your way up. They're grabbable just like a ladder. Walk along the wooden planks out here and head inside. Head over this far window. Want to grab it and hopefully not bug out and die. Grab it, crouch down to get outside the window. Then here, you gotta grab this rope that's above. And you'll take it right over to this window here. Crouch down and walk your way inside. Inside of here, you can get your AK. That spawns there only during this mission. And that black container is the case you need for the objective. All you gotta do is take this back to base. Because you cleared most of the enemies on the way in, it should be pretty easy to get it right out. Be careful if you're just gonna drop down if you're low health, because it could kill you. You get a bad landing. To get outside, you can just hop up on any of the structures that are around the edge and jump over the wall. I'm gonna get up over this truck to get out. Now just turn in the case. Now you've locked an SKS, 2 magazines for it, a bunch of money, and security level 3.